Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have a tarot reading, another bomb reading. Let's see what we got for Sagittarius. And we have good luck, all right? And here is the black cat with the crown on. So there's some type of probably like faded good luck here, right? I mean, good luck is really faded in my opinion, except when it comes to, the way the kind of life coaches will say, right? Preparation leads to good luck, right? If you do the hard work, you study for something that you really want, then, when you're in the right place, then you'll have good luck, right? That's what they mean by preparation makes the way, paves the way for good luck. And let's see what we have here. We also have boundaries. There's the infinity symbol where she's sitting. The star is over her head and she's meditating. There's fire around this. That's an interesting card because somebody here is boundaries are very important to them in some way, right? This could be, it could talk about a few different things, Sagittarius, it really can. But the boundaries where somebody is kind of sitting there praying and meditating, they want something to come true for them. They really do. And they want to have good luck, right? That's what that's about. Okay, so let's see what else we have here for Sagittarius. And we have financial health. All right, so maybe somebody's kind of praying here for good luck, with their financial health. This is really interesting because somebody could have broke boundaries, and that is affecting their financial health. Yeah, it could be. And these three cards can talk about a blessing in disguise. Like somebody kind of broke their boundaries in something, a contract or whatever it was. And when they did that, when they broke that, it actually, helped them in their life. That's what I mean about a blessing in disguise, right? And this could be somebody wants a commitment here, boundaries, because she's praying, she's like meditating here. And it's about something that's going to last because we have the infinity symbol. Yeah, that's what I feel like. Somebody wants a commitment here, and they could feel like you bring them good luck as well, Sagittarius. Let's find out. Let's get a few more cards here because we're kind of speculating a little bit, all right, with three cards here, and we haven't even, seen a tarot card show up. But let's see what else. We have karma, and that karma card is reversed. Wow, we'll get another card, and we have abundance in the upright, and number 8, that is about power and movement and progress and abundance, right? And then we have challenges. Interesting with challenges, it's a 13, and there's some challenge here that actually brings stability. But let's have a look at karma reverse. That's going to be an interesting card. At least I feel like it is. Let's have a look and see what they say. Yeah, these kind of don't really read in the reverse either, but there's still a signal. There's still a message in that. And this is karma in the reverse. You shall sow what you reap. Rewards for those who put in the efforts. This is a big Saturn card, right, in astrology, really. But somebody here, somebody broke some boundaries are here in this reading, and they're like, this is accepting. It's kind of accepting that what I've done here is I kind of have to pay for it, but at the same time, kind of praying for good luck and things like that. Either you or somebody else here, Sagittarius, has gone through some challenges, and they are really. This is about trying to, achieve abundance and happiness. I believe it is, but some challenges are here, and some boundary is broken, and that's what somebody had to pay for. That somebody had to this is like karmic lesson, karma in the reverse. Yeah, it is. And most of your life, you've been searching for your life purpose. This card suggests that you're very close to finding your purpose and meeting lots of soulmates and kindred spirits along the way. Transformation is taking place. You'll be on a mission, healing others through communication, kind words, charity work, and finding inner peace for your gentle soul. A person in authority will offer you sound advice. All right, so this is reversed. Yeah. Yeah, somebody could be worried about their money as well, especially with karma reversed with financial health here. Yeah, because somebody could be breaking a contract in this reading, and suffering financial consequences. That can be happening in this reading. So let's see what else we have, Sagittarius. And yeah, I hope you guys are all well. If you want to get a psychic reading, I always check for accuracies. Of course, tarot readings as well. And there's different formats. One of the formats I use is the live reading. Lots of fun, very engaging. If you want to understand somebody, know them, kind of what they're up to, definitely get a psychic reading. The combo is the best with the cards at the end, right? Yeah, Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading. And if you can get recordings on these, if you would like, back to the psychic and the tarot. Yeah, different formatting. Just check below in the description box. And I'm also doing past life readings or past life sessions. And those are helping you access your Akashic records of your past lives. So you can release karma from those lives here in the 3D, in this life. That's what they're about. And they free you. They free you and they're empowering. And they're very mystical and cool. It's a very cool experience. It is. So everything's below in the description box, right? And we have at the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Pentacles reversed with the 8 of Pentacles. This can kind of be seeing that you couldn't, whatever you were doing, you didn't see it as a good investment. That kind of didn't work out and here, but something else is a good investment, the 8 of Pentacles. Now, there's doubts here and there's fears. We're looking at the bottom of the deck because the moon is here. A cycle will end, and we know a cycle will end. Here's the 10 of Wands. That is letting something complete itself, something heavy, laying it down. And this can also be where somebody has really already kind of gone over in their head many times, about some situation here that they laid down. And they're done thinking about it because the 7 is reversed. The 7s are about evaluating, and the karma reversed is also about evaluating. That is a 7. So let's see what we have, Sagittarius, for you guys. And we start with the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Star. And we have the 3 of Cups. The 5 of Pentacles reversed. The Knight of Swords. The Ace of Cups. 5 of Swords. There's loss in this reading. That's what this you'll reap what you sow, kind of. Somebody, and karma reverse. Somebody's taken a hit in this reading, either through a breakup or a really hard lesson they learned, and they're experiencing loss. Could be financial loss, possibly. And we have the Knight of Cups. We have the 3 of Wands. So this is about the future. Let's cover up these naked people here on the world. The lovers. Let's see what the card this is, out of curiosity. The skeleton. Okay. So the skeleton is protecting something big time. That's what it is. And that's what someone's trying to do in this reading. After they, kind of learn this really hard lesson, right? And now they're trying to protect something and they don't want to lose it. I feel like this is somebody who doesn't want to lose you in this reading. Now, you might be with them, you could, or you may not be, right? But in the reading, the lovers is here in the environment, and this is a choice that's already been made for sure. It has to do with a love offer over here and the future with the 3 of Wands. The 5 of Swords is here, and that 5 of Swords is in the concern, and this is loss. It is. It can also be the concern here when we see, you'll reap what you sow. This could be, I'm concerned because, I played a lot of tricks, dirty tricks on Sagittarius, that the 5 of Swords can be dirty tricks, like mind games, right? Like, I haven't used that expression in a long time, dirty tricks, right? I just paid a bill and I just thought these guys have dirty tricks. That's what I thought. I'm not going to get into what it was about, but like saying you didn't pay this, and after they said you did, and just stuff like that, right? Those are dirty tricks. I feel like they are. Anyway, I'm not sure that that's the case because, but it sure seems like it, and they have done it before, right? All right, so this could be about dirty tricks right here in the concern. And this person wants a brand new beginning with you, Sagittarius. Ace of Cups. They sure do. In the challenge is the Star. This is, hope and faith, right? Somebody's kind of really holding on to hope in this reading. It's also about inspiration, though. they're so inspired that, in that way, it's an up kind of a, a higher self, kind of a higher vibration or frequency. The lower vibration here is, gee, I'm really trying to hold on to hope because it's sitting here in this position. Now, the Queen of Pentacles heads the reading, so maybe this is a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This can be somebody who has financial stability, kind of a nurturing type. It could be not necessarily, an earth sign. There's plenty of other people who are not earth signs that, that have money, right? Of course. Maybe they have a lot of earth in their chart, or maybe they don't. But yeah, we're not sure this is an earth sign, right? Now, why it's all happening is the Three of Cups. This is either a reconciliation or this is like a celebration, like joyful, something very joyful here. Yeah, and this is also a card of getting together. It doesn't always have to be a reunion. It depends. You guys will know that if you're reuniting with somebody, right? But this can just be like a celebration, a kind of getting together, right? Somebody may simply want to get together with you here, but in this really beautiful way, because we have the Ace of Cups. This is not like, getting together for, I don't know, Saturday night pizza or, Monday night bowling. Yeah, no, not like that. Those can be cool. Yeah. But yeah, and so now external to you, Sagittarius, is the Five of Pentacles reversed. So this could be that somebody wants to get in with you. It could be get back in with you, but it doesn't have to be back in, as I said. It can be they just want to get in, get into your good graces, right? And this can also be that this person, maybe they were living, it's possible, living a life of lack without you. But this is Five of Pentacles reversed over here, is seeing that this is about abundance. Yeah, we have abundance right here. And how this person is seeing themselves is a Knight of Swords. So there's some type of a chapter ending. We saw the full moon at the bottom of the deck. We're coming into the full moon on the 12th. That'll be a Scorpio full moon. I may do a video on that, right? Yeah, that is Monday, actually. Wow, it's just right around the corner. It sure is. And so that Scorpio full moon will be, whatever you were working on with the Scorpio new moon last year in November, because that's when the Scorpio new moons happen, right? So, something's going to culminate, or whatever this other person was working on, right? Or it could have been getting together with you possibly, right? And, maybe there was a breakup for somebody last in the new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is about endings. It's also about transformation. So this is how interesting astrology is. Yeah, it's highly, highly interesting, right? Yeah, it is. Let's get a card on this Five of Pentacles reversed. And this is external to you with the Six of Swords. Yeah. So, this is somebody else, I believe, or maybe you have influenced this external, somebody else here. But this is definitely about a transition and a change. And there's something left behind, because the Six of Swords is moving from something that it no longer serves you, or something that's, just over kind of by, way of the universe. It's kind of, because it's a recognizing that something's over, that there's nothing you can do about it. So he says, I have to leave. And that's what he does. He gets in his boat, right? He says, I don't care if I don't have a great boat, right? As long as I plugged up the holes, right? Because if you see his boat, right, it's pretty modest and humble, right? Modest for sure, right? Yeah, and so, but this Five of Pentacles reversed, somebody could have been like they could have left somebody else here. They possibly could have, and they could have learned a lot of lessons regarding boundaries, like who to let into their life and who not to let into their life, right? Or maybe they were kind of, we could also say boundaries have to do with crossing boundaries, or, like doing things, or cheating, or, things like that, right? Boundaries. Because maybe somebody felt bound as well. It's a possibility in this reading somebody felt bound, and they don't want to be, because the Six of Swords implies that. It implies that, these swords are here, right? And swords are like, they're kind of headaches. They're anything that, they can be seen that way. They're kind of anything that has to do with the mind, that is a little challenging. All the sword cards are challenging. except maybe the Ace of Swords, which is, a major clarity or a major decision based on clarity, right? But, these swords they're typically problematic, right? And whereas the cups are usually, more favorable. Not to say there aren't any cup cards that aren't challenging. That's not true. But with the swords, there's something here that somebody is implying. I'm not happy where I'm at and I need to move on. And here's the star saying, yes, in the challenge and the crossing energy, the very influencing energy where, hey, there's something I am very inspired about, inspired to do, right? And, all right. So the Knight of Swords is how somebody sees themselves and, good for them. But this is taking action. This is very Aries energy, right? It is. Saturn will enter Aries on the 24th of this month of May. And, that can be definitely about taking action for sure. It can also be about kind of restrictions and punishment because it just can, right? And I'll do a video on that for sure. But, and there's karmic lessons here. Saturn's all about karmic lessons. It can reward you. If you've done the work, you've done the right thing, you've planned, you've been mature, you're taking care of yourself and kind of taking care of business. But if you were like, either you could have been maybe confused, whatever, or crossing boundaries or not having boundaries, right? Yeah, Saturn can be about boundaries as well. In a way, it can, definitely. And so, and then this could be lessons here. Something can be cut out here with the Knight of Swords and karma reversed for sure, right? And this Five of Pentacles too, the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords can be also about boundaries. Let me leave something behind here and go somewhere new and, and create new boundaries for myself. Sometimes boundaries, they're not always kind of, just a line where you come in or you come out or, you have a kind of a bar, a boundary up for somebody. It's not always that, right? Sometimes it is your own boundaries and what you have done in your life, creating more karma, right? Or what you have done to kind of help yourself, really kind of working on your best self. And that's what karma can be about, that because it's connected to the 10th house, karmic lessons of Saturn and Capricorn, which is about restrictions, lessons, and things like that. So somebody might have cut somebody out here or something out, which kind of crosses a boundary or breaks a boundary rather. There's some type of boundary is broken here because somebody felt bound. I feel like they did, and now they're looking at like drawing up new boundaries in their life. And I feel like that boundary now, I feel like it's more of a commitment. Yeah, and so with you, Sagittarius, I'm pretty sure. Now we have the Hanged Man right there. This is a release. Pisces can be about boundaries too. The 12th house, yeah, it definitely can, because Pisces is the ocean. There are no boundaries. So that's in this way, this can be about boundaries as that are cut out right here. Hanged Man is also a release and a surrender and a sacrifice. And so when we see this sacrificial card with the Knight of Swords, and he's so aggressive, something's cut out right here. Something is released, something is surrendered, like surrendered in terms of this isn't working for me. And the Six of Swords right here can be a surrender too. This man knows that whatever he's moving away from is no good for him. It's already served its purpose, right? And we know that happens because sometimes people will be happily married for 25 years, and then they're going, it's not serving us anymore. We had a great marriage, but it's over now. I mean, that's interesting, right? Nothing is really meant to last forever, right? And there's nothing set here in this life except for sure is death. And that's not even, for sure, in my opinion, because we reincarnated, right? But the way they put it is, death, taxes, and something else, right? So, yeah. So now we have the Ace of Cups right here. And the Ace of Cups is sitting in the past, but this is a recognizing that I want a new beginning in love. I want a new life. And here's the Four of Pentacles. I want to hold on to Sagittarius. It can be also, I want a new beginning and I want stability. The Four of Pentacles. I want stability in my life. He's trying to hold on to this money, right? Which is holding on to stability, even if it's financial, because these are pentacles. But Doesn't have to be. This can be I'm holding on to my values. The Six of Swords says I don't value what's behind me, right? So yeah, very interesting here. Five of Swords right here in the concern. This is loss. This can be I'm willing to take a loss because of my values. Yeah, it can be like that. It's almost like, if I'm willing to let go of this, $150,000 a year job because I hate it. I'm bored. These people, I don't connect with these people. Or it's a grind. I'm working way too hard. Yeah, I have money, but, I don't have any work-life balance. That can be loss as well, right? For sure. But let's see. We have the Five of Swords. This is the concern. It is loss, right? It definitely is in this reading. It's also a victory because he won, right? At least he won this. Might not have won the war, but he won the battle here. And, we're not talking really about a war here, but we are talking about somebody's been cut out or somebody cut something out of their life that definitely, needs to go. And they were taught some very karmic lessons, right? Those are the only lessons a lot of us learn from, right? Yeah. Yeah, my Facebook page, it used to say, what school did you go to? And I put, the School of Hard Knocks. Yeah. I don't have that page up anymore. We have the Sun card and the Five of Swords. This is the concern here. This is clarity. And this is also, I have to defeat something or let something go because I want to be happy. That's the concern, the Sun card. There's a clarity here. There's a recognition. The Six of Swords is always recognizing I need to move on. That's really what it is, right? And the Lovers is in the environment. It's a choice in this reading with the Four of Swords. It can be a choice to heal, but the Four of Swords is also very meditative and reflective energy. So this is reflecting and, and a choice was made in the environment. The Fours are also about seeking security, right? So it's interesting. We have the Four here with the Lovers as a Six. This is another completion. Yeah, it definitely is. The Six of Swords and the Three here, right here, that's another, that is, well, this was with the Five, I believe it was, but, it's right next to it. We can say this is also a completion. It's a 9, right? Definitely. All right, so now we have the Hopes and Fears is a Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is, I hope you take my offer. That's what this is about, or I'm afraid you might not, things like that. And somebody has learned about love. Somebody has in this reading learned from challenges, and that's another karmic thing. We have that card. So somebody learned by major challenges, and once again, that's how many of us learn. Yeah, unfortunately, right? I always wish I was the kid who kind of just listened, and but I had to learn. I had to learn the hard way, right? I had to learn by jumping over a barbed wire fence. That's right. Now we have the Strength card. All right, so somebody's learned self-mastery here. See what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Somebody has learned big time here through challenges. Now, this is, maybe this person too, conversely kind of maybe could be hoping here that you have the courage for this or you have the strength for this, right? Because something, if you do know this person, if it is a reunion, something has gone on here with this Five of Swords and this Five of Pentacles reversed. Something went on here, and the Knight of Swords, because those are not, smell the coffee or they're not like, cherries, peaches and cherries type of cards. No, they're not. And in the potential outcome is the Three of Wands. He's looking out at his ships and, and this is really about kind of, his kind of sash here, whatever you call that he's wearing, that they used to wear all the time over this red robe. There's two colors here. It's checkered. This is about two different things basically to choose from, right? And he's holding a wand here. The threes are about manifesting and collaborating, but this Three of Wands is manifesting a future because that's what this card's about as he looks out at the bay with the ships. He's, and whatever is behind him is really behind him. Like something's over in this reading. It's all about the future. This card is all about crossing the line into the future, right? And that's what somebody wants here with you. Somebody's a visionary in this reading because this is a visionary card. Somebody is a visionary here. Like, I really want to create something beautiful in my life after after I bit the dust and, got punched in the face and, jumped over the barbed wire fence and got bit by the pit bull in my ass. I mean, that's kind of what this reading is really about. And I hope that's not you, Sagittarius, right? And I feel like it's probably this person, but it's subtle. It's coming through, though. It definitely is when we see karma reversed with challenges, right? I'm going to end this reading. Thanks so much for joining me. God bless everybody here. Please like, share, and subscribe. We keep the readings coming for sure. It helps me to do that. If you want to get a reading, they're lots of fun, very engaging. Check out the description box below. And yeah, hit the little bell in order to receive all my notifications. If you want to see the May horoscopes, I will pin that at the top of the video, at the top of the comments, and that is on my other channel, which I might be, just putting over here, like on this channel, right? If you want to see the horoscopes for May. May's a really interesting month. It is because we are, we're in Taurus season and then we enter Gemini season. And Taurus is about our values, and Gemini is about how we process information, make decisions, and things like that. So very interesting. Taurus is also a money month, and not only values but money, about our earned income and things like that. So it's all really important, right? Yeah, Taurus season for sure it is. Thanks so much for joining me, and yeah, you guys have a great one.